Hey, welcome to another edition of the Graham Clark Coaches Show. I'm your host, Tom Taylor, live at Biggie's Clam Bar on Stone Drive here in Kingsport, right across the putt-putt, and had my usual Biggie burger tonight. And let me tell you what, it'll set you free. Sweet tater fries and some really good sweet tea. So we would encourage you to come out here on Tuesday nights, 2 for 1 night. I'll tell you more a little bit later on about the musical lineup for this weekend here at Biggie's Clam Bar. And, of course, we're joined by the man, our buddy, head coach Graham Clark. Coach, good to see you, my friend.
Tom Taylor, I have got a bit of news for you that's going to, I know you are a country music fan.
Loving it.
Okay? You and I need to go back to college. I read in the Knoxville paper yesterday where Middle Tennessee State University is offering a class on the life and music of George Jones.
He stopped loving her today.
That's how they start the first class off. I don't know. I would think that they would probably have to serve shots in there with this George Jones. But I called my son, who's at Middle Tennessee State, and I said, I know you have one semester left. Let me tell you what you need to sign up for. I am so thankful you are getting a good education down there. That just tickled me to death.
You just had to share that, didn't you?
I did. I want the people out there to know.
Now, back in the day, I gave my man a cassette, way back in the day, of Merle Haggard. The boy
Yes,
can
sir.
sing some Merle Haggard right here. He's good. Over and above coaching DB football, he can sing some Hag, can't you?
Proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. And that's after coaching all week.
We are here again at Biggie's Clam Bar talking about Dobyns-Bennett football. We'll take a break, come back, and talk about a big win on the road. 7th straight time to beat the Governors. We'll talk all about that. The big win against William Blount, 41-14, right after this on the Graham Clark Coaches Show.
Our dads have been in the tire business for over 30 years.
I didn't realize you guys were that old.
The reason being, the extras don't cost extra.
Mounting and computer balance, slot repair, rotating and balancing, alignment check. All free!
This is going to be interesting with that bunch.
I'd say. Hey, our mom and dad always want to make sure we said, thank you, we appreciate your business from Hayward Tire and Auto Service.
If you are buying a home or a current homeowner and just curious about what your refinancing options are, I invite you to call me today. Hi, I'm Russell Street, branch manager for Cross Country Mortgage Incorporated in Kingsport. If you are thinking about financing a home and you don't know what you qualify for, I can help you with no obligations. At Cross Country Mortgage, we work closely with all of our customers from start to finish. Let me put my years of experience to work for you for all of your home financing needs. Visit us again at Cross Country Mortgage at 505 East Center Street in Kingsport. You can call us today at 423-246-2126. That's 423-246-2126. Or visit us at www.crosscountrykpt.com. I can help you with your pre-qualification today.
Cross Country Mortgage, Inc., license number NMLS 3029. Kingsport Branch NMLS 855512. Russell Street NMLS 148950. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Certain restrictions apply. Call for details. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. To verify licensing, visit www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
We're back at Biggie's Clam Bar again. Thank you for being with us. Again, you can check us out every Wednesday starting at noon. Again, all you do is go to YouTube and type in Graham Clark Coaches Show, and there we be. Talking about this week's big win over the William Blount Governors. And, of course, preview later in the show, big trip down to the land of the Smoky Bears, taking on Sevier County. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes. Our show, by the way, is brought to you by Hayward Tire. We could not do this without these fine sponsors that coaches working on lining up, and we thank you for that. And Hayward Tire, Orthopedics of Kingsport, Southern Dwellings will showcase one of those homes that Miss Diane Hills has coming up here in a few minutes, Diane Hills, and also Cross Country. More Than a Mortgage, our buddy Russell Street. So those are the folks, of course, right here at Biggie's Clam Bar. Without our sponsors, obviously, we can't do the show. So patronize those who patronize the Indians, and we'll thank you ahead of time for that. 766 in the win column for this football program at Dobyns-Bennett High School. And for Coach Clark, number 217 against 51 losses. And the William Blount Governors read the account of it. You got down there and you got into a fast-paced ball game by design. Tell me about that.
Well, we wanted to be even faster, but high school officials won't let you play as fast as and I'm not saying for penalties. Our penalty situation was much better, but they don't let you play as fast as college people do. may need to take in more oxygen. I don't know. But we started off kind of slow. We got a couple of first downs in the first series, but we were really ignited by interception by Bryce Barrett that gave us great field position, and then got on a roll there in the first half and got it to 21-0 at halftime. Our guys defensively, a number of big plays that you're going to see. They at times moved the football, but our defense responded by making big plays. I bet we had 12 tackles for loss, and some of those were just plays that guys made. Ivan Phillips led us with 3, and I thought our guys played very hard. If you look as you watch these highlights, there are no stands on the visitor side. That makes it kind of a tough place to play, and we don't talk about that a lot. We just talk about, guys, we got another opportunity to play. But at times, the atmosphere is not quite the same as what our guys are used to. So we got started. Once we got our offense going, I think we scored 5 straight, and then we had a big kickoff return, too, that everybody will see.
It's kind of tough to feed off the energy when all your fans are on that side of the field in behind you. I think if I remember correctly, William Blunt, there's some rolling hills, some cow pastures, so not a whole lot back there behind you. So, yeah, make it tough. But I look at some of the numbers you guys put up, and I start with Cole Maupin, 18 out of 21 passing. Man, that's a heck of a night.
Cole was actually 14 for 18, and then Logan Atwell came in, was 3 for 3. Cole was 0 for 2 after his first 2 balls, and they were ugly. I mean, they were really ugly. They were worse than 2 400-pound hogs in heat. I mean, he just threw one over the head, one in the ground. But, man, once he got in the groove, man, he was really good. 196 yards, 14 for 18, on-the-money throws. Really good night. Our receivers, I thought, did a good job catching the football also.
We're going to do the highlights here in just a second. Also, rushing the ball, if my numbers are right, William Blunt had 36 carries for a total of 92 yards rushing the football.
Yeah, and a number of tackles for loss, a whole lot of tackles for loss. And, our guys made some big plays over the course of the night. William Blunt moved the ball at times, but we got some big plays made.
You're watching the Graham Clark Coaches Show. We thank you for being with us here again at Big East Clam Bar, right across from the Putt Puddle and Stone Drive in Kingsport. Coaches, pick up the highlights and watch the Indians in this big win.
We started off the game there on offense with this is going to be our first down of the night. This is a run by Jacoby Thompson. Good blocks out on the edge and good pullers. Mike Foster pulling. We get a first down to help our field position immensely. We ended up punting on this series as we stalled on a play. But so here they are on offense. They've got a first down or two. Ivan Phillips blows that play up.
Yep,
that's a tackle for either no gain or a tackle for a loss right there. I believe it's actually for a loss. And like I said, Ivan had a bunch of them. Ben Foster from the defensive end position with a tackle for a loss here, or actually a tackle on a 3rd down play.
Whoa.
And did throw him for a loss. Ben, exceptional quickness at defensive end. We get it back, and offensively, we face a 3rd and 12 after picking up a first down. And Cole, a nice ball to Kobe Gladson across the middle. What we've got to do is do a little bit better job of finding the chains because we ended up a yard short. A good punt. Our punting average for the night was 40 yards. A good punt, and Bryce Barrett makes an interception here, plays a slant route extremely well, gets us great field position. Starting on the 31-yard line, you can see they set our cameras on the top row, and we get a few shots of visitors. I hope none of them are wanted anywhere. First play, Cole Maupin. Big run, 31 yards, decent little trap block there. Cole runs through a tackler, gets it down to 1st and goal on the 5. We pick up 4 on first down. And then Jacoby Thompson with the first touchdown of the night. behind really our whole offensive line. Tucker Hall, Grayson Castle, Michael Foster, Brad Dorton, Jordan Malone. And he runs the crease there. We hit the extra point. Goes to 7-0. This is actually the longest kickoff return they had of the night, but it's also our biggest hit of the night. This is a Hammer Award that goes to the big hit, and it goes to Blake Rogers, who comes off a block and pow.
Oh.
Yeah, we want to get that big hit in there.
Buried him. Yep.
First down, Chris Moore, defensive tackle. So glad to see Chris back from injury. He hurt a knee last year and missed the last part of the season. Chris going to get in here and make a tackle. They tried to run a little slip up, and we covered it well. And so on a 3rd down and 22, we got a lot of pressure on them when they tried to throw the football. 3rd down and 22. This is James Buchanan, El Presidente. And he plays the screen pass extremely well with help from Ben Foster. So they punt to us. We end up with a 1st down and then a 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9. This ends up being a big run for Cole Maupin. The linebacker comes. We don't get him picked up. And Cole does, you know what Cole does well? He gets hit 4 yards behind the 1st down marker and picks it up. We drive down to the 12-yard line. And Blake Rogers, touchdown run. Big blocks by Grayson Castle, Mike Foster, and Caleb Wetzel. Extra point by Landon Sayers made it 14-0. And there's one of our visitors standing up there. Hope he enjoyed the bathroom. 2nd down and 1. And we make a tackle to force a 3rd down and 1. That's Roller, Jacob Roller, and Michael Nickens, who also may be one of the finest classical piano players in the city of Kingsport. So want to protect his fingers as much as we can. So they're knocking a little bit. They're on the 42-yard line. Coach Sayer's a good call. Ivan Phillips, with his outstanding speed,
Swarmed them.
Runs them down from behind for a loss of 12. They gain 18 on a screen pass, and so now we got a big 3rd down and 2 coming up. And our defense response: Ivan Phillips, Jacob Roller, Ben Foster. A sack or a tackle for a loss. And see what I love. Watch those Indians come to the ball. I mean, they're flying to the ball, man. 4th down and 4. And they decide to go for it. Logan Schaefer with the sack. Assist by Ivan Phillips. Logan is the defensive tackle who sheds his blocker and gets back there to make a stop. Gets us the ball on the 46-yard line. So we're going to throw the cheese on 1st down. We're going to go over their head. The safety's been coming up and making a lot of plays. This is Cole Maupin to Edward Newcomb. And I guess you'd be calling him Big Ed for long and begging pizza off of him. Nice ball, a little bit underthrown. If it's thrown correctly, it's a touchdown. We score on a quarterback sneak. And I don't know, I didn't think it was glamorous enough to go on the air. We're back on defense. 2nd down and 7. Chris Moore, another sack. I bet you that young man shaved left-handed on Saturday. We got after him pretty good. They end up punting to us, and we get a couple of 1st downs, but we go in at halftime up 21-0. This is right at the start of the 2nd half. I don't know if y'all want to get a break in the action or continue. I can keep rolling, baby. Roller and Buchanan. James Buchanan.
Roller, baby.
Roller.
Roller.
On the tackle. A man that could sing Okie from Muskogee on the air can make it happen.
You got it.
This is Jacoby Thompson. Breaks a couple of tackles. Picks up a 1st down for us on 3rd down and 1. We're down here again on 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pretty consistent with our offense, Tom. This is a pass that I don't know that, Our cameraman didn't quite. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty good. Shows pretty good. Maupin to Elijah Dunn for 34 yards. We end up with a 3rd down and 7. Good decision here by Cole Maupin to throw the flare route. The linebacker comes. Jacoby makes a couple miss. And then we, that was a play the young man got hurt on, I think. But good news for those who are at the game, he is fine. And we'll play this week, actually. And that is, again, Jacoby Thompson behind Dorton Malone, Foster Castle, and Tucker Hall. Another touchdown. I believe that made it, that one made it 28. They're back on offense. Oh, baby. Yeah, make them bounce around there. Ivan Phillips tackle for a loss. It's 1st and 10 play. We gave up a 1st down on an interference call. And then this is a 3rd and 7, I believe. See if a middle linebacker doesn't keep coming right here. Keep coming. Make a sack. Initial pressure. That's Jacob Roller on the tackle. They punt to us. We go. You're going to see an ESPN moment here in a second. Unbelievable catch. But anyway, it's not here yet. This is a little slip. Maupin to Jordan Jeffers. Jordan is senior. Good little block on the edge. We really don't get the number 2. Jordan makes the catch and runs for 22 yards, making a couple of guys miss. We got, come on, let's go. Yeah, come on, get up on the line. Get up on the line. Let's go.
He's still coaching.
Quick little route here from Maupin to Elijah Dunn. Bam, nice protection by the running back. Another 1st down. And we take it down and gain 14 yards on this next play. A run by Blake Rogers. Blake had 60-some yards, and Jacoby Thompson had 52, and that gave our tailback tandem over 110 yards for the night. So, in addition to Cole rushing for 72. Touchdown run coming up here by Cole Maupin. Big block for a touchdown by Carter Hope, big sophomore tight end. Nice job by both those young men. And we start to get a bunch of folks in the game. This is Isaiah Jane at middle linebacker. He makes a big play here on 1st down. Isaiah is reading things very well. Runs down the running back.
From behind. That's a great
from
play.
behind. They throw a touchdown pass. And we come back, and we've got our good hands unit on the team, and they decide to pop up deep. And a good hands unit primary purpose is to keep the onside kick from occurring. But we get big blocks from Ben Foster and Ivan Phillips, and Jacoby Thompson gets a knockdown block. I don't know if you can see it or not. Bam, right there. And Bryce Barrett, and I told him, I said, son, if you let that kicker tackle you, you'd never live it down. And he turns the wheels on and goes 80 for a touchdown. So our defense goes right back on the field. And a lot of excitement for Bryce. Bryce works real hard. Our kickoff return team, of course, that's always a goal, to get a couple returned on the year. It's Devin Franklin, senior outside linebacker. Makes a nice play here. High snap throws off of timing. Devin comes. We finally get the ball back with about a minute 50 left, and we pick up a 1st down on, let's see. I may have missed a play here. Oh, no, I did. This is a 4th down, and we decided to go for it because our second offense hadn't been on the field any, and I don't know that shot shows that catch justice, but it is a leaping one-handed grab by Jordan Jeffers. That's as fine a catch as you can possibly make. And everybody was excited for Jordan, the senior wide receiver. our second offense just had not got any reps in the second half because Blunt scored. We returned the kickoff. Blunt had about a 15-play drive and scored again. And people said, well, why'd you go for it on fourth down? You're up 41-14. Well, I wanted our second offense to get some reps. And so we went for it on fourth down. You know, if we don't make it, they get the ball back on the 30. But there's 40 seconds left, and they're going to have to score 4 times in 30 seconds. And so we got some reps for some young kids that needed to have some reps.
Looking down the road again, you're watching the Graham Clark Coaches Show here from Big East Clam Bar in Kingsport. Looking down the road, how big was this win in the conference to, as again, look down the road to the playoffs to get a home field advantage, hopefully? Huge.
Well, you hope. Yeah, it was huge. I mean, you got to start off with win number 1 in a new conference.
Exactly.
And I thought the William Blount governors, some of them were trying to be senators, and they played hard. You know, they played hard. I was pleased with how our guys responded after having some adversity early, but bounced back and made things happen like we did. Huge win, Tom.
Talking to Coach Graham Clark here at Big East Clam Bar across from the Putt Putt on Stone Drive in Kingsport. Hey, don't forget on Fridays and Saturdays, half-price raw bar. Items include oysters and clams and shrimp cocktail and live music at 9 o'clock. Now, this week we've got on Friday night Plan Z. And on Saturday, the musical group of One Good Thing will be here at Big East. So, and also don't forget Wednesday nights is trivia night and Thursday night is bike night. So, and again, don't forget the Big East burgers. They're awesome. You had one last week, didn't you?
Had one last week with my favorite redhead.
Yes.
And it was absolutely delicious.
Did the redhead have one too, Miss Emma?
Redhead also had one, and she thought it was a wonderful thing too.
There you go. It
and
was. It is a wonderful
They brought
thing.
the check to me.
That's how it works, isn't it?
That's the way it works.
Love you, Dad. Here's a check.
Forever and ever.
There you go.
I went out on, it's funny, I went out on Father's Day with Emma and Rusty. And, of course, Megan has 4 kids now, so she can't go out on Father's Day. But you know, they brought the check, and Emma said, oh, I'm going to get it, Dad. Let me get my, oh, my gosh, I left my credit card. Like, got me again,
Gotcha.
baby. By the way, Russ, here's 20 for gas.
That's how it works.
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. That's all right. That's what you do for your youngins. Hey, before we go to the break, again, the Indians now 2-1, winning at Tennessee High 45-14, losing to Oak Ridge 17-14. Of course, just capped off a big night, beating the William Blount Governors on the road 41-14. Coming up next, we'll take a look at next week's opponent, run down the Big East, and get you ready for a non-conference Friday night when the Indians will travel back down to the land of the Smoky Bears and battle a very good undefeated Sevier County team. We'll scout them and get ready for them coming up next here from from Big East Clam Bar, again on the Graham Clark Coaches Show.
If you are buying a home or a current homeowner and just curious about what your refinancing options are, I invite you to call me today. Hi, I'm Russell Street, branch manager for Cross Country Mortgage Incorporated in Kingsport. If you are thinking about financing a home and you don't know what you qualify for, I can help you with no obligations. At Cross Country Mortgage, we work closely with all of our customers from start to finish. Let me put my years of experience to work for you for all of your home financing needs. Visit us again at Cross Country Mortgage at 505 East Center Street in Kingsport. You can call us today at 423-246-2126. That's 423-246-2126. Or visit us at www.crosscountrykpt.com. I can help you with your pre-qualification today.
Cross Country Mortgage, Inc., license number NMLS 3029. Kingsport Branch, NMLS 855512. Russell Street, NMLS 148950. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Certain restrictions apply. Call for details. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. To verify licensing, visit www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Back to Graham Clark Coaches Show. It would be Big East Clam Bar right across again from the Putt Putt on Stone Drive in Kingsport. And one of our great sponsors, Diane Hills with Southern Dwellings. Here's the number to remember, 343-4118. On the screen, you'll see his beautiful home on Glasgow Station Road. The schools are John Adams Elementary, Robinson Middle School, and Dobyns-Bennett High School. It's a craftsman home custom built in Edinburgh. With extra details, 9-foot ceilings, open and easy floor plan, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, huge playroom, office, a theater, flanked by its own entertaining kitchen. There's a master on the main with a large tiled shower. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. You need to check this out. You see the home on the screen. It lists for under $500 at $490,000, and it's certainly ready to be walked through and checked out on a personal tour with Diane Hills from Southern Dwellings at 343-4118. 343-4118. We get a different listing each week, and so this week it's 2501 Glasgow Station Road in the Edinburgh portion of Kingsport. Again, Adams Elementary, Robinson Middle, and Dobyns-Bennett High School. So check her out and give her a buzz at 343-4118. Miss Diane, check out her listings and let her go to work for you and either sell your home or buy one from her. And she has, many farms. She's got condos. She's got property, the full gamut. A nice lady, and she loves the Indians. 343-4118, Diane Hills, again with Southern Dwellings. We're here again at Big East talking to head coach Graham Clark. And Coach, you get ready for the Smoky Bears, and it's a football team that, as usual, they're clicking on all the cylinders. A very good football team down in Sevierville.
3-0. We have one of the 10th ranked drop back quarterback prospect in the nation, in Deuce Wallace. He's committed to Vanderbilt after decommitting from Northwestern. Dorian Banks, running back and defensive back, who committed to UT actually after his freshman year at a camp. Has decommitted currently back at Sevier County after being at Gallatin last year. And then Devontae Matthews, a 3-year starter, defensive back, receiver that they play in a lot of different positions. A very talented young man. They got 5 back on defense. J.D. Griffin, a linebacker that, I think was a very good player for them last year. He's their stack linebacker. 2 defensive linemen back. Only 1 offensive lineman back. Sevier County always does a great job. It's one of the best, it's one of the most competitive but friendly rivalries. When it's over with, that the coaches and players are going to handle things the right way, that you're going to shake hands and respect the effort that the other team gave. We are going back there for the 2nd consecutive year because we drew 4 home conference games. And, I haven't been to Sevierville twice in the same year since Splash Country opened. But it's always a great atmosphere down there. And I always start the rumor that Dolly Parton will be singing the national anthem. She hadn't shown up yet. But, Dolly, come on out there. We'll listen to you sing. It's a big ball game. It's a big non-conference game. They are, I'm sure, ranked. I haven't even looked at the 5A rankings. They thought they would probably be a Big 32 team, but missed it by a little bit, and they're ranked, I'm sure, very high in the 5A rankings, and an outstanding football team. 3-0, like I said. Last second field goal to beat West. Big win over Cleveland early, and beat Cott County last week.
Averaging 35 points a game are the Smoky Bears, giving up only 13. As Coach said, game 1, they beat Cleveland at Cleveland 26-6. As he said, they went to West and had that field goal late to beat them 29-26. And last week got Cott County pretty good, 50-7. On the flip side, again, as they average 35 points a game, give up 13. Indians are averaging 33 and giving up 15. So should be a great heck of a football game on Friday night. And the obvious, as we do each and every week, what are the keys for the Tribe to get down and get a big W?
You're not going to shut down Deuce Wallace. I called him Deuce Matthews a minute ago. You're not going to shut down Deuce Wallace completely. He does a fabulous job of scrambling and then making yards off the scramble. But keep him in the pocket. I think if we can keep him in the pocket as much as possible. Hard guy to get pressure on. He gets the ball out of his hands quick. Last year we fell behind 14-0 and came back about 4 different times and won in one of the most exciting games I've ever been involved in, 48-41. We don't want it to get to that kind of shootout again, but we know with the offensive weapons they have, we'll have to play extremely well on defense. They do a great job with their kicking game. They give you a number of formations. You got to make sure you don't get outflanked on your punt return because they will fake some. So we got to negate that. We got to do a good job controlling the football. Last week we talked about winning the turnover battle. We had no turnovers last week. We only got one takeaway, but we caused two of the fumbles that they recovered. So, I think we made some progress in that battle, and that's important too.
Don't forget, when you come here to Big East Clam Bar, we're about actually less than 110 days till Christmas. So if you're getting ready to book a party, the Blackbird Lounge is where you want to come. The Blackbird Lounge, the private dining area that seats up to 40 at no charge. They don't charge you to come here, but again, you want to get on the docket because I know it sounds crazy here in September, but folks are already starting to book for Christmas parties and the Christmas luncheon. So good place to come, the Blackbird Lounge, private dining area here at Big East Clam Bar. Just give them a call and say we'd like to see what's still available because they are filling up fast, according to Randy and the other folks here. And again, don't forget the music Friday night, Plan Z, the live band here, and also on Saturday, the band One Good Thing here at Big East Clam Bar. We love coming here, and also 2 for $1 on Tuesdays, and had that Big East burger in tonight, and I'm telling you, I'm just not saying this, it is a very, very good. It's ground chuck, about that thick, a little cheese on it, a little ketchup, a little mater, a little mayonnaise, a little lettuce, let the steam fly off that bad boy. And
I can't hardly wait.
Bite into that little juicy action going on.
I hope they play Gloria Gaynor again, too, because, I'd get a little something going there where.
Coach doing a little disco a few minutes ago. He was getting that in the Doobie Brothers. He was talking about listening to that music. I got a little tore up when he was singing a while ago. It is a non-conference Friday night. Here's who's playing around the Big East Conference. Of course, as we told you, the Tribe rolls to Sevier County. Maryville goes across the county to play at Alcoa. Scienceville hosting Urban, North Carolina for homecoming. Jefferson County goes to Morristown West. The Bearden Bulldogs be home against one of their big rivals, the Farragut Admirals, on Friday night. Bradley Central battles Cleveland, again in the battle of that particular county. William Blount goes to Heritage, also a big battle out there in the county and in Blount County. And Hardin Valley goes to South Doyle. So that's your non-conference slate. And, Coach, there's some good ball games. And right now it looks like the Big East, a non-conference competition, faring pretty well right now.
No question. We have. I know Science Hill's won both of theirs. Maryville's won both of theirs. Jeff County, I think, have won both their non-conference. They got beat by Maryville last week. Bearden has won both of their non-conference. Bradley Central has.
Yes.
William Blount won one of their non-conference. Hardin Valley won one. Of course, we've beaten Tennessee High and lost to Oak Ridge. So we got to get after the Smoky County Bears this Friday.
There you go. Give me a little bit of hag before we leave, would you? Give me a little hag.
Ooh.
Come on, give me some
hag. I got
hag.
swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. That's swinging. It ain't swinging. My new home has a flashing neon sign. You're starting to cry.
I'm getting ready to tear up. Laws and mercy, that's good stuff. Tonight's show is brought to you by Hayward Tire, Orthopedics of Kingsport, Southern Dwellings, Miss Diane K. Hills, and Cross Country, More Than a Mortgage, our buddy Russell Street. Again, thank you for giving us a watch. It comes out every Wednesday at noon on YouTube. Just go and type in the Graham Clark Coaches Show, and there we be. And so, Coach, as always, thank you, my friend. Go down and get you some Smoky Bears and get back to Kingsport Friday night.
Thank you, Tom Taylor. Roll Tribe. Look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.
Swinging doors. There you go. For Robert Keller, producer, and also the folks here at Big East Clam Bar, I'm your host, Tom Taylor, reminding you, as always, win or lose, be a good sport. And thank you for watching the Graham Clark Coaches Show. So long, everybody.